I think we need to enforce the law. I think that the message that came from the American people after the last bill was defeated was that the border should be secured and the law should be enforced before we move to other parts of the program. There, of course, are a lot of parts to that. When you get down to the tactics of how many feet of fence, there have been several feet of fence on the books that are supposed to have been built that have not been, and they go back and revisit, re-promise those same feet of fence, for example. But I think that gets down, to an on-the-ground phase that is not the primary problem with policymakers. I think that there's an ability in the age that we live in, whether it be bricks and mortar, whether it be fences, whether it be technological advances and things of that nature, I think that there's an ability to do that. I mean, you have to start with that assumption, and you have to get people involved who can carry that out. If, in fact, the United States government has to announce that it is unable to secure the border, then I think that our government needs to lay that fact on the table. We've been operating under the other assumption for a long period of time. I have to assume that we're being told the truth there, that it can be done, and that it is possible. It is going to be more expensive than probably we have acknowledged. It's going to require more border patrol, which is being built up, but even more than's in the pipeline in order to do that. But I think it has to be done. It's not just a matter of fairness to people who have stood in line and played by the rules and become a valuable part of American society, as so many have. It's not even a matter just of the administrative impossibility of carrying out what the Congress proposed. We've got like a 4 million change of status backlog, and putting these extra numbers that they would have done into the system or on top of the system there would not have worked by any measure. There would not have been time to check and see if people were from terror-related countries, shall we say, or criminals, for that matter. Above all that is the national security aspect. We're catching thousands over the last several years of people coming in across the border from countries who are state sponsors of terrorism.
Coming across our southern border?
Yeah. It doesn't mean, and they estimate that for every one they catch, there's 3 that they don't. It doesn't mean that they're terrorists. It doesn't mean that they're not. We don't know. So in the era of the suitcase bomb, this is not a situation that we can have. So I think that we've got to do a much better job of that, and I think it's been a lack of will more than lack of technical capability.